Now at 6, why police have arrested a travel agent in Miami, Oklahoma. Plus, an area sheriff's office urges people to use 3 words in the case of an emergency. And an update on swifter than usual currents facing visitors to southwest Missouri rivers.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities arrest a travel agent in Miami, Oklahoma after a fraud investigation. This is KOIM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Diane Wyford has been recently scrutinized for alleged fraudulent activity. She's now behind bars, but not for that exactly, but for bad checks written in Taney County, Missouri in 2016. Wyford, who also goes by the last name Cott, was booked into the Ottawa County Jail yesterday after a traffic stop. She's being held with no bond. Wyford allegedly wrote more than $10,000 in checks that the prosecutor filed charges on nearly 8 years ago. Now, in a Miami police investigation, authorities believe Wyford's company, Wyford Tour and Travel, has taken payments from clients totaling tens of thousands of dollars. Authorities say the bookings aren't there when people show up because they say they never existed in the first place. Alexa Gilman of Webb City says she's out about $5,200 on a trip she's planning to take this summer.
I have filed complaints with several different entities, and I have a couple left that I intend to because I would like to see justice served. I don't know if financially that will happen. I do know my credit card company is working with me very, very nicely, but I don't know if ultimately the entity that has done this to all of us, I don't know if she's got finances left. I don't know.
The Miami Police Department says anyone who believes their victims should register their information in a complaint with the Oklahoma Attorney General and the Consumer Protection Unit. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
It's definitely turned out to be a warm and kind of a little bit humid hump day for us on this Wednesday. 79 in Monette, 80 in Anderson. We have 79 in Nevada, Pittsburgh, 80 in Welch, 79 in Neodesha. We'll slowly drop back through the 70s into the 60s later on tonight. Now, we have had a few isolated thunderstorms, mainly in our southern counties. So there are a few popping up. Any of these that have gotten going will dissipate once we lose the heating of the day, but you can see one cluster between Jay and Grove. And then if we check over into Benton County, over toward Beaver Lake, we also have a few additional clusters of showers and thunderstorms. Here's our next wave. This is going to give us much more widespread chances for showers and thunderstorms later this week. Slide back through the 70s, 60s, bottom out near 61. We'll talk about those storm chances here in just a bit.
See you soon. Cherokee County Sheriff's Office announces a new program in partnership with What 3 Words. The What 3 Words program provides users with a simple way to communicate their precise location in the event of an emergency. While authorities say What 3 Words is not a replacement for 911, it is an option to obtain emergency services.
One of the greatest features of the product, What 3 Words offers offline mapping. So being in a rural county, farm areas, mineland wildlife areas, a lot of times citizens don't have service, but they're still able to access the What 3 Words map and give us the 3 words in the square so we can find a precise location where they're at.
That free What 3 Word app is
there's just random
iOS and Android devices. Attendance numbers during Memorial Day weekend broke records for Pittsburgh's Aquatic Center. The pool manager says pool staff are hyper-vigilant for water safety as well as for skin protection. The Aquatic Center will provide sunscreen to people who need it. They want visitors to have fun while cooling off, while also staying mindful of their skin health.
Burns your skin and it can make you have sunburns, so make sure you guys always bring sunscreen.
Sunscreen is good because you don't get burnt on your skin. That's why you need sunscreen.
Because you get blisters and you turn really red and no. Yeah.
Words of wisdom there. We're going to hear more from pool visitors tonight on KOIM News at 10. Water levels have receded to the point where floating companies are putting people back on the Elk River. But companies continue emphasizing caution. Water levels are still 2 feet higher than before the Memorial Day weekend storms. KOIM's Anthony Saviello spoke with businesses and people on the water.
Here on the Elk River, water levels have been receding to the point where floating businesses are letting people back out on the water. But you can see behind me, the river is flowing fast, and these rapids are a testament to how fast it's actually going. And it's still a concern for many kayakers and canoers. Businesses are warning that you need to stay safe while you're out on the river.
Definitely say have a good time, but definitely wear your life jackets. Wear your life jackets. And if you are not a good swimmer, definitely don't go floating when we're in flood stage levels. And definitely just look ahead. See what's in front of you. You know, there could be a log or anything that you do need to kind of steer around. So just look ahead and wear your life jacket.
Catherine Reeser, with 2 sons floating in campgrounds, says their company took a hit with the recent flooding, but waters are now low enough to put people back on the Elk. Now, not only is floating back up and running, but the campgrounds are now open as well too. Less than a week ago, this area was completely flooded and covered in water.
Safety is number one with us, and when the water starts rising like that, it's not safe to put on boats. So yeah, definitely take into account floodwaters when you go put your boats in.
Rietta Sadler, a Nixon native, made sure to do proper research before floating the Elk River.
Well, to start with, I've been tracking the river for a few days now. I have apps on my phone that track water levels, and I also have a bunch of Facebook groups that chatter on water levels and safety and stuff like that. So I did a lot of research.
Here at 2 Sons, they're going to give you all the necessary equipment you need to enjoy your day out on the river. Most importantly, a life jacket in case of emergencies. But you'll have your paddle and your kayak to enjoy and have fun. But it's also important to stay mindful and be aware of everything as you float so you can know what to do in case of emergency. Reporting in McDonald County, Missouri, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
Now, research says if you're looking for a less crowded time to float, that weekdays are the best time to get out on the water. Before you get on the river, you can learn information about water levels on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. The Nevada Griffins begin their 40th baseball season. John Dales is going to join us later live from Nevada for the historic season opener. That'll be in sports, but first, the Red Cross arrives in northwestern Arkansas to assist with recovery efforts. Recovery efforts are underway in northwestern Arkansas after severe weather ripped through parts of the state. Parker Abels talks to the Red Cross to get an update.
The American Red Cross has been here since Sunday. Barry Falk, the CEO of the Arkansas and Missouri chapter, says right now they're focusing on the basics.
The Red Cross is focusing predominantly right now on making sure that all immediate needs are met. So making sure people have a safe place to stay, making sure people have a place to eat, making sure that if they lost prescriptions or health contacts, that all of that is available to them.
He says a few dozen volunteers are also helping survey crews find damage.
Our volunteers right now are also out in our communities making sure that damage assessment is being performed so that before we can kind of give out financial assistance, that we can make sure we know exactly which residences were impacted and to what level.
And once they finish, they'll move on to phase 2.
Really, the next phase for us, once we finish our damage assessment, will be to be providing financial assistance. And so that'll be that next phase when we open up some multi-agency resource centers to have the ability to provide financial assistance to anyone who has a major or destroyed home here in the area.
Falk says he wants to remind everyone his agency is here for the long haul.
Our interest at the Red Cross is always ensuring that our communities are well taken care of and have what they need. And it's really our desire to support communities in this time, and we will continue to do that. The Red Cross isn't leaving this area. We are from this area. We are invested, of course, in this market too, and we will continue to be here for the weeks and months to come as the recovery of this kind of tornado and disaster occurs.
Now, if you'd like to help the Red Cross, we invite you to just head to our website again, KOAMnewsnow.com. We've provided some links for you. A little bit later, big honors for a Diamond softball player. Brock Baldridge has that story and more coming up later in sports.
Plus, of course, we still have some more thunderstorm chances in the forecast. We're going to look at that coming up. Not a bad Wednesday for us today. Partly to mostly sunny skies. Warm, kind of humid. Temperatures lower 80s. Humidity is starting to creep up. It's getting into that time of the year, June, right around the corner. Nice shot here. This is of downtown Joplin. This is from our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam looking northeast. and Cornell is sitting right about 7th and Joplin Street. Through the evening, we slide back through the 70s into the 60s. There are a few isolated storms. Most of you will stay dry. 80 in Lamar, 79 Bella Vista, 81 Veneta. Chanute is sitting at 82. Let's go outside. Here, 7th and Rangeline sitting at 82. A southerly wind, little breezy at about 5 to 15. And look at these little isolated little thunderstorms, mainly in our southern counties. Not a big deal. Most of us are dry, but there are a few little guys out there. And these are going to die down once we lose the heating of the day. So once that sun angle really starts to set, these guys will just kind of fall apart. But we can go ahead and zoom in. You can see here's Grove, Grand Lake, Jay. So one little thunderstorm, western parts of Delaware County. Another little guy right on top of Bentonville. Now, chances for at least more widespread thunderstorms will occur as we go through the next couple days. Here's our next wave right out across central parts of the Rockies, upping our rain chances by tomorrow afternoon and evening, and then periods of showers and thunderstorms as we go through the daytime hours on Friday. All right, let me walk you through it. Tonight, any thunderstorms that are out there now, gone by sunset. As we go through Thursday morning, few clouds, lower 60s. Morning's going to be fine, mid to upper 70s by noon. Notice some showers and thunderstorms increasing to our west, mainly staying to our south, but we are going to get some scattered guys in here, mainly after 3 or 4 p.m. Nothing too strong, nothing severe. Periods of scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow evening. Then as we go through the overnight hours, a little bit more widespread. Could be a little loud at times, but again, nothing too strong or severe. Here's 4 o'clock on Friday morning. Let's go through Friday morning, periods of showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon hours. Now, on Friday, these guys could be a little bit stronger, especially in our southern counties. I don't think we're going to get any severe, but it could be a little bit loud out there, especially Friday afternoon. And then any showers and thunderstorms that we do have will rotate out of here by the time Saturday morning rolls around. Rainfall amounts, I think, again, they're going to be scattered, but I think most of us half an inch, maybe upwards to an inch of rain. Some heavier amounts possible, possibly an inch or 2 in some locations. Thursday, day planner 64 to start, 79 by noon. High temp right around 81 degrees as we go into tomorrow afternoon. But let's look down the road. Scattered showers and thunderstorms through Friday evening. Another batch moves in late Sunday into Monday. Some of these could be a little bit stronger, maybe low grade severe. Hit and miss storms next week, warmer. We're talking upper 80s. Severe threat June 9th through 12th. That's going to be 2 systems. After we get through that, traditional severe weather season comes to a close, thankfully, and then we kind of switch over into more summer thunderstorms across the area. But it has been such an active spring. We've had 19 days of severe weather. We averaged 10.
Wow. A busy night for the weather team, busy season, I should say, for the weather team. I hope severe weather season respects the calendar and the traditional end of severe weather season. I do too. Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, the CNC League releases its all-conference baseball and softball teams, and John Dales is going to join us live from Lions Stadium for the Nevada Griffins season opener. Those stories and more is coming up next.
The Nevada Griffins have been around since 1985, and they've been playing in the Mink League since 2009. Tonight, they begin their 40th season. Sports Director John Dales joins us live from Nevada for their opening night.
Thanks so much, Brock. Yeah, we join you from Lions Stadium in Nevada, Missouri. I'm joined by the Nevada Griffins General Manager, Kevin Williams. Kevin, I'll just start with opening night. You know, sun's out, beautiful night. How good does it feel to have baseball back here for the summer?
It's great to have baseball back. It's great to start our season. This is a season that lasts for 2 months, but we start working on it in mid-August and work all through the winter and up to this point. So for us, it's really exciting to be back. It's exciting to see all the fans that are going to be coming out. Come game time, the stadium will be pretty filled on our first night. It's usually a really good night. And provides good entertainment, good wholesome family entertainment, and who doesn't love baseball?
Yeah, of course, well said. This is also your guys' 40th season. You've been around since 1985. Not a lot of college summer teams that can say they've been around that long. How has this community helped you guys stay around for that long?
Well, we're totally a not-for-profit organization, so all of the money that is raised, and it takes, at this point now, about a minimum of $65,000 to pull a season off. And, we have some local charities that give us some higher dollar amounts, but we have a radio auction every year. We do lunches on the square in the summer, brown bag lunches each month through the winter, except for December. I don't believe we do one. And to raise funds, and the community is very supportive of that. And the businesses around here, you can't praise them enough for their involvement. And you see the fence signs out on the back of the outfield fence. All of those are paid advertisements by local businesses, and all of that put together helps us pull the season off.
All right, Kevin, thanks so much. Like every season, you get a brand new group of players coming in here, and the first chance to see them for Nevada Griffins fans, anybody in the area, is tonight, 7 o'clock against the Chillicothe Mudcats. For now, we'll go back to Brock in the studio.
All right, thanks, John. Nevada opens their season just as he said. First pitch scheduled for 7 p.m. We'll have the highlights from the game right here tonight at 10. The CNC League releases its 2024 baseball all-conference teams today. The first team selections are on, and on your screen right now, 5 players are unanimous first team selections. Noah Harper from Riverton, Cooper Simmons and Gus Keller from Colgan, Paxton Gaines from Baxter Springs, and Zane Turner from Galena. Check this list out on our website to see the second team and honorable mention as well. The CNC releases its all-conference softball teams today as well. The 3A state champion Frontenac Raiders lead the way with 6 first-team selections, 2 of which are unanimous. Those are Avery Johnson and Abby Beeman. Columbus has 4 unanimous first-teamers, Gracie Major, Haley Edinger, KT Lopp, and Katie Simpson. For the second team and honorable mentions, just head over to KOAMnewsnow.com/sports. Meanwhile, Diamond High School senior Caitlin Suri is named the Softball Player of the Year in the state of Missouri, according to Max Preps. Suri is a huge part of the Wildcats state championship. In the state title game against Kennett, she hit an inside-the-park home run to give Diamond the lead in extra innings and was the winning pitcher, striking out the final batter in that game. Well, that's your look for sports. We're back after this.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. A Southwest Missouri Fire Department revives its junior firefighter program. Plus, China is sending 2 giant pandas back to the National Zoo. And why driverless trucks could be the answers to the nationwide trucking shortage. Those stories, a lot more. It's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Normally, Doug Heddy will be standing right beside me, but he's a little bit late. He didn't set his watch, so I'm going to start with you, Brock.
Awesome. Yeah, the Nevada Griffins, they begin their Mink League home opener. They were, and I saw John was live tonight. I'll be live there tomorrow night with Joplin for their home opener tomorrow night, so looking forward to it.
So I was over there multitasking. I just dropped the ball on this side.
Yes, this task is important. All right, weather.
All right, some scattered thunderstorms late tomorrow evening, and then a little bit more widespread tomorrow night and Friday. Not anticipating severe thunderstorms.
Thanks, Doug. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Assuming Doug shows up and not too busy multitasking, let's make it a great evening.